Welcome back to Be Life's Elevation Podcast, the lessons they don't teach in school. I'm your host, Mr. Scotty, and I want to thank you for showing up for yourself. Today's episode is one that's very close to my heart. We're diving into something I believe is the most important lesson in the entire Be Life curriculum, the natural state. Before we begin, I'd like to share a short note. Today's guest is the beloved Zen master, poet, and peace activist, Thich Nhat Hanh. As with all my guests, this conversation is a respectful, fictional reimagining of the guest's voice and ideas. The words and wisdom you'll hear are based on their real teachings and experiences. We share this episode with deep gratitude to all our guests and Tay, that's what many of his students called him, and to the Plum Village tradition, which encourages mindful living, compassionate awareness, and peace in action. Last week we discussed the ultimate goal of the soul. We discovered that our soul's ultimate purpose isn't about chasing status or things. It's about living with love, sharing our gifts, and helping others from the heart. It's about becoming enlightened. We explored teachings from Buddhism, yoga, indigenous wisdom, and even Jesus to remind us that we are all here to reach enlightenment. And that brings us to this week's question. How do we stay connected to our soul's purpose, even when the world feels noisy or fast? The answer: we return to our natural state. As I mentioned this, teaching is the reason I started these podcasts and lessons. For me, this is the most important teaching I can share with you, and I believe it is the most important skill and state for each of us to master. So what is the natural state? Well, it's not something you have to earn. It's not something far away or hidden. It's not a prize for meditating enough times or climbing a spiritual mountain. The natural state is already within you, that calm, centered, peaceful place inside us. It's the state you were born in, calm, present, aware. It's the place inside you that's not worried about tomorrow or replaying yesterday. It's where peace lives. And when you live from that place, everything changes. Distraction is a habit, and silence is a discipline. In today's busy and chaotic world, we are surrounded and bombarded with things that distract us from focusing and appreciating. Your time, energy, and peace are sacred, and you are in control of how you allocate it. Today, I've invited someone very special to help us understand how to find and return to that space again and again. Please welcome our guest, Zen teacher and global peace leader, Thich Nhat Hanh.
Hello, dear friend. It is a joy to be with you and your listeners. I am so glad to share this space with you. I smile to you, and I smile to everyone listening. When we breathe together in mindfulness, when we are truly present, we are already home.
Welcome, Tay, and thank you. I am deeply honored that you are joining us today. This week's theme is about the natural state. Could you help our listeners understand what that means?
Yes, the natural state is your true home. It is the silence behind the noise, the place inside you that is not disturbed by storms. It is the space between two thoughts. When you are in the present moment, not regretting the past, not fearing the future, you are in your true nature. It is already in you, like the blue sky behind the clouds. Sometimes the clouds come, thoughts, worries, emotions, but the sky is still there.
So it's not something we have to create? It's something we return to?
Yes, it is always there, but like a lake, it gets muddy with too much thinking, too much rushing. We do not need to find it outside. We need only to stop and breathe and focus inwards. Then the water's clear.
That's such a beautiful image. I think many of our listeners feel like their sky is full of clouds. I know so many people struggle with anxiety and feel like they're stuck in their heads.
That is okay. We do not chase away the clouds. We breathe, we smile, and we return to our breath, which brings us back to now. It is only in this state that you can truly love, truly see, and truly live. When you drink your tea, drink your tea. When you walk, walk. When you listen to someone, really listen. That is happiness. That is compassion. This is mindfulness. And mindfulness is the gate to your natural state. Without presence, there is only illusion.
You've spoken often about walking meditation, mindful breathing, and being fully present. Why is this so important?
Because life is only available in the present moment. When you wash the dishes, wash the dishes. When you hug your child, be there fully. The past is gone. The future is not here. If we are not present, we miss our life. And we suffer, not because life is hard, but because we are not here.
That's so true. And I think many of us are living our lives completely distracted, rushing, reacting, always somewhere else. I'd love to share a story to help this message land.
Yes, please do. Stories are the base of all teachings and the best way to learn.
There once was a young girl named Layla. She was always rushing to school, to finish homework, to get to the next thing. When she was in one place, her mind was rushing off to another place. When she was at school, she was thinking of being at home, and when at home, she was thinking about school. She was always worried and always stressed. One day, her teacher asked the class to sit silently for 5 minutes. At first, Layla fidgeted, but slowly, her breath slowed down. She heard birds outside. She noticed her heartbeat. She started to become aware of her feelings and thoughts, and when the bell rang, she didn't want it to end. She felt happy, calm, and focused. For the first time, she wasn't chasing anything. She had found peace, not in finishing something, but in being with herself. Layla then realized that the happiness in each moment is far more important than worrying about things that have not happened or being frustrated with the past. She discovered that she was in control of her inner world and that she could find peace, calm, clarity, and strength in being silently with herself.
That is such a beautiful story. It tells us such an important teaching. The flower does not rush to bloom. It is already beautiful as it is. When we stop rushing, we begin to live.
So how do we enter this natural state? How do we return to it?
There are many doors to this state of awareness and calm. Breathing. Start with one breath. Inhale and say in your mind, I am breathing in. Exhale and say in your mind, I am breathing out. Smile. Relax. Release the tension in your body. Start with the eyes, jaw, shoulders, relaxing everything. Observe. Use your 5 senses. Hear, smell, see, touch, taste. But do not label, just notice. Be mindful. Do ordinary things with full attention. This is enough. Do not wait for perfect silence or a mountaintop. Peace is always now.
I love that. You've outlined the how to activate this natural state. Now let us put them into simple steps. 1. Sit at a quiet place. 2. Take a long, deep breath in and out, focusing on the feeling of air and the movement of your body. 3. Relax your body from the tip of your head to your toes. 4. Empty the minds of thoughts. 5. Focus on the sounds, feelings, and smells around you. Don't name the things you sense and don't give them any qualities. For example, if you hear a dog bark, don't say that is a dog barking and it is loud. Just hear it. 6. Sit in this peace and relaxation for as long as you can, gently allowing thoughts to come and go and consistently returning to your silence. In the next few weeks, we will discuss the many disciplines like yoga, Shaolin martial arts, Taoist flow, and Confucian reflection that teach the same thing. Presence is the path, whether through breath, movement, or stillness. All paths lead to peace.
Yes, all these teachings are one river with many streams. In Zen, we say, when walking, just walk. This is the secret of happiness. Do not try to get somewhere, just be.
And I think that's what people miss, especially in today's world. We're always doing, posting, scrolling, but not really living. When we're in our natural state, we give our full attention to the people in front of us, the task in our hands, and the miracle of being alive. It is only fair to each of us and the people or situation we are experiencing to be fully present, to give them our full attention. If you are with your partner, child, friend, or stranger, give them your full attention. Be fully present with them. Only then can you truly appreciate and experience the person in front of you and the experiences you share with them.
So true. In order to truly appreciate, understand, and experience something, we must be aware and present.
Exactly. And we must try to be in this state consistently and continuously. It should be the first thing we do in the morning. It must be the place we go before we take on any task. It is the place we go when we are with each and every person, and it is the state we return to before going to sleep. We should be in this state always. You see, this state clears and focuses the mind, relaxes the body, and encourages breathing. It helps us to be in the perfect place to deal with life's challenges, to overcome life's obstacles, to use our minds and hearts to work more successfully, and to assist us in fully appreciating each and every moment in our lives. Many of the problems, stresses, mental and physical problems we have are because we don't function from this natural state. A lot of our relationship issues and struggles happen because we are not in this natural state. Our success and happiness seems out of our reach because we do not operate from this natural state.
Yes, that is incredible guidance. And that full attention, that is love. That is service.
So let's recap what we've learned from Tay today. The natural state is your calm, peaceful, aware self. It is always within you. You just need to return to it. You can return through breath, mindfulness, and presence. You don't need to change who you are. You simply need to be who you are right now. And most of all, you owe it to yourself and those you love to be fully present with them. That presence is the greatest gift. Let's wrap up with some simple practices our listeners can try at home. Here are a few things you can practice this week. 1-minute breathing breaks. Take a moment each day to close your eyes and breathe. Focus only on your breath. 2. 5 senses awareness. Pick one moment in your day and pause to notice what you can see, hear, smell, taste, and feel. Don't label, just notice. 3. Do one thing at a time. Whether it's walking, eating, brushing your teeth, do it slowly and mindfully. Be there. 4. Journal prompt. Write about a moment when you felt calm and peaceful this week. What were you doing? How did it feel? Take 5 minutes each morning to breathe slowly and deeply. Before talking to someone, pause, look into their eyes, be there. Eat one meal this week with no phone, no TV, just your senses. Go for a mindful walk. Listen to the sounds around you. Notice your steps. And here are this week's affirmations. Repeat these after me and in your own time. I am here, I am now, I am enough, I am calm. With every breath, I return to peace. I am aware. I give my full attention to this moment. I give my presence to life. My energy, time, and peace are sacred. My breath brings me home, and my natural state is calm, clear, and loving. Thank you, listeners, for joining us for this beautiful journey into the natural state. Thank you to Thich Nhat Hanh. Your wisdom and teachings continue to guide so many of us back to ourselves. Tune in tomorrow when I will break down this podcast into a simple and easy to understand kids' lesson. Until then, remember, your greatest gift to the world is your presence. Return to it. Breathe into it. Live from it. Your peace is not somewhere out there. It's already within you. Keep breathing, keep smiling, and keep being the life you want to live.